Check it out, everyone. We got the Mini Maxx, and it's time to do a 1-year review on this little RC. I'll tell you what it's been like to own this thing after 1 year. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Proud to give you another 1-year review of another RC car in the fleet. Today it's the Mini Maxx. Now, before we get into it, I just want to share some stuff with you. This vehicle is no longer stock, so it's not overpowered by any means. We have a Hobby Wing Max 10. We have, I believe, it's a 3652. Motor is 4100 kV. I know some people gave me a hard time about that. This has been upgraded with a slipper clutch. And we do have, as you can see here, the Wide Max kit. Now we do have Tyson at Garage Life RC. We have his wheelie bar here. We also have his side skirts that help hold the body. And you will notice one thing. His parts are actually blue. Traxxas' blue parts are purple. See, they don't even match the blue ESC. Traxxas really has a issue with the color going on, where Garage Life RC takes pride in what he does and makes sure he gets you some good stuff. Like this is their roof skids. Their roof skids and their tailgate. Look, it's not even blue. It doesn't match. So Traxxas does a horrible job on their plastics. Yeah, sipping the good stuff before I head out in the woods. So this is made by Traxxas. It has a plastic chassis. It is brushed. It's overpriced. So don't buy it. And that concludes today's 1-year review. All right, everyone, let's get a little bit more serious here. So there's two ways of really looking at this. Out of the box, is it for everyone? Absolutely not. I believe it was more marketed for younger people, maybe even older people looking for something easy to drive, easy to manage, and be very durable, and will give you very little in the way of issues. Now, if you remember, a lot of the people that had problems with these when they first came out is because they were throwing a 3S power system in, like what I have, but they kept it direct drive because the slipper clutch or the center diff was not available yet. Me and the local hobby shop owner, which is mostly him, actually 100% him, came together with the parts to actually put a center diff in here. So I had the first center diff, at least the consumer version, Mini Maxx out there. So therefore, when I went 3S, I have not had any of the issues other people had. So, out of the box, stock. If you're experienced, it's a very underwhelming experience. It wasn't bad. It was okay, you know. I mean, it's didn't really have any power, from what I recall, to like rotate off a jump. I mean, it jumped, but I mean, it's typical. It's Traxxas. It's strong. It's durable. So it's a good RC for beginner. Very expensive for what it was. I agree. I was not happy, like most people, with the price point. I think, you know, for a brush system, personally, I just wish we'd go away with brush systems. I don't see the point in them. Brushes has come so far. It's just a better system to have. Now, once I put the 3S system in here, the poor body didn't have a chance. I really think from the factory out of the box, it should come with those protectors. Guys, that is a brand new body. I completely destroyed the other body. This is just like the big brother, the Max. It's not completely connected underneath, so it leaves a lot of areas for it to get destroyed, especially, you know, like on that back tailgate where that protector piece is. Obviously, you know it's an issue, and you sell the parts for as much as this thing costs. One, I think it should have came with those body protectors, and two, at least like a slipper clutch. You need something to absorb that drivetrain, especially when you're making like a monster truck. So like I said, there's two ways of looking at it. Out of the box, who's it intended for? Children, maybe people aren't, and I think it's fine. Still a bit expensive. Are there better options? Yeah. I think so. Like I just recently reviewed the High Boxing, which I think is a great car, $75. Um, Now I will say at least Traxxas does give you batteries. Some people will compare this price to the Grom. The Groms don't come with batteries, so you do get a bit, kind of justifies the price a little bit more. I still think it's a bit expensive. So there you have it. So bone stock for the people who it's intended for, they'll probably be happy with it. For the more experienced people like myself and probably some of my viewers, you're going to find it very underwhelming. You'd probably be more happy with like the Mini XRT. I really, really like that RC. For as far as like small RCs go, I think that one does really, really well. But for now, for what I've done to this one, yeah, this has been great. So adding the 3S system in the center diff really, really woke this thing up. I do wish it had some better shocks. Do believe these things are just, I know I didn't put any money into this thing. I know I didn't. About 100% sure. Yeah, these are just the cheapy plastic ones. So two things I did. Put the wide max arms on here, which of course really, really helped this thing. Every time I mention handling, I hit that damn root. So yeah, the wide max arms really help with this thing. But now you're really digging yourself into a money pit now. To be honest with you, it's actually the wide max. It's not that expensive. It's well worth the investment if you buy one, even if you keep a stock as brushed. I think it's worth it. See, this is why I don't run small cars over here. I don't know what I was thinking. And then another thing that I did, and this is more just for air control, is this vehicle comes with a soft compound in the rear, a harder one in the front. So what I did is I bought another set of rear tires and put them on the front, so that way all four of these would balloon evenly. Because I didn't, with the center diff, I really didn't need that. And I think the reason they did it, the fronts is probably to take some of the shock out of the drivetrain. So if you landed like nose down and the front wheel stopped, it wouldn't send that shock through like the drive shaft. Now if Traxxas would have made this RC the way this is now at that price, might have a little less to say. So for the more experienced person, if you're willing to put a couple bucks in this thing, that's a couple bucks, yeah, you can make it a good RC. I will say though, I mean, all honesty, these small RCs really don't excite me. They're not like my preferred. Because you can see here, like I really can't even rip through the grass because this thing is so light. It just has a hard time staying planted. Even like through here, we're trying to go through here and it hits stuff and it just goes flipping. Now I said some people, this is their thing. They love the small stuff, and that's fine. That's for you. For me, not really my thing. Now, man, I lost where I was. This plane was like going overhead, and it's gonna be loud, so I paused for a second. I forgot where I was. So after 1 year of ownership, I think as of today, yeah, it's a good RC. I would not have bought it if it wasn't for the channel. Like I said, it just doesn't excite me. And I think to get it to this point is just too much money. Way too much money for the RC. Too much money for these upgrades. Now I know people were complaining, oh, it's a waste of money. Guys, man, I can pull the electronics out of this and use it in something else, and I probably will. Might put something cheaper, might experiment with something else in here. So I wouldn't say it's like a complete waste, but it's a lot of money to get this thing to where it's at. I would just buy the Mini XRT and be done with it. Or even one of the brushless Groms if that's the route you want to take. So can this be a good RC? Yes. Well, like I said, for the advanced user, can this be a good RC? Yes, absolutely. I think you put some money into it. Running it box stock, I think you're going to be highly, highly disappointed. It was. I give it for what it was, a little 2S deal. It was pretty peppy. It did okay. I mean, it wasn't like a total dog or anything. But I think for the price that it came in at, I wanted more. Like I said, for the beginner, I really feel for the beginner, somebody that really doesn't want something overly powerful, you probably will be happy with it out of the box. Like I said, probably still want to maybe invest in a Wide Max kit. It really, to me, just really helped the handling out tremendously. I wish Traxxas would work on their colors. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that they can't get the colors right, and I probably should have known better and just went with black. I should have just got the black arms. Not get anything that was colored. But I keep making that same mistake. Buy the blue. That ain't blue. And if you are looking for some cool accessories for this, check out Tyson the Garage Life RC. He makes the ESC mount that I have in here. To put that ESC in here, he makes that wheelie bar. I think he's even got the roof skids. Or I know he's got some universal ones, but I think he made some for this. I'm not 100% sure, so go check him out. So guys, 1 year. The Mini Maxx. I think I'm just going to keep regurgitating the same info. Like box stock, good for beginners. It's going to be very underwhelming for those of you that are experienced. If you're going to put power in it, center diff, center diff, center diff, center diff. Can't say it enough. It's the only way you're going to keep from blowing out that spur gear, that plastic spur gear. It's the only way you're going to keep from blowing out the front and rear diffs. That's what a lot of people are having problems with, blowing those diffs out. I've had this RC a year. I've actually used it quite a bit, to the fact that I've already shattered the body, and I am still on all, well, the front and rear. The factory diffs are the same. I haven't broken axle, I haven't broken the diff. So how am I any different? Well, I've had a center diff. Now I have heard some people say that they broke stuff on the factory system, which I guess is possible. If you land on power, you can break stuff even with a center diff. So you just have to know how to land stuff. So I think I've said all I need to say about it. You know, just look at how it runs. You can make a decision. If you want to buy one and up the power, so be it. To me, I think it would be a wiser investment just to get the Mini XRT. It handles a bit better than this, and you know, power-wise, like the same. It's a really good setup. I've even Traxxas now actually makes a fan. I found out, like on the rally car, that fits the ESC on this, I guess this and the Mini XRT. So if you have the Mini XRT, you can get that little fan. I'll leave a link to it down below too, if you want, because it fits the Mini XRT. It's not even a Traxxas fan, so you get a bit cheaper. Somebody 3D prints these things. So I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in it. Get them on Amazon. I'll leave this whole power system too if you're interested. I'll leave a link to all this if you want to make your own little monster Mini Maxx. It is fun. It is pretty cool. Woo! All that power, and I ain't blown the diff. And also check out Garage Life RC for all your 3D printing needs. Not only for this, but for any. I mean, he makes 3D printed parts for all kinds of brands. Team Corrali, Arma, Traxxas, of course. So, it is pretty fun though. All right, everyone. The Mini Maxx after 1 year. Oh, what do we got? Oh man, got some of this damn netting caught up in here. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that stuff will eat up some bearings. I had that happen on the big X-Max. Took it across the field, that netting got wrapped up. It melted my back bearing. All right, hopefully not on this. So there you have it, man. The Mini Maxx. Like I said, just watch how it ran. You can make a decision if it's for you or not. I'm not going to tell you either way. Um, if you want to put a bunch of money into it, go ahead. Like I said, I think the Mini XRT is a better deal. And as far as the rally car goes, a rally car is not really going to run in this type of terrain, unfortunately. Otherwise, I might have picked one up. But if I can't use it through like a drift area like this, you know, like the MJX and that, I could run it through here, no problem. But it's still bottom out. But nah, that rally car, it's a shame. But anyhow, this is about the Mini Maxx. Ooh, it's getting dark out. Well, the sun's kind of behind this tree, so hopefully you can see me. All right, everyone. Again, I appreciate the support. I'll leave links down below to all the stuff if you really want to make this thing on your own. The good thing is now the center diff's available, so you don't have to do like me and piece it together. I would, like I said, get the, if you really want the speed, get the Mini XRT. That would be my recommendation. If you want slow and pokey, go get the Mini Maxx. Unless you're dead set on you just love the X Max factor, then yeah, you can make it fast, but it's going to cost you. So there you go. 1 year. Like I said, I wouldn't have had it box stock if you were asking box stock. For me, with more experience, lackluster, cool looking, but not for me. Even juiced up, it doesn't really do anything for me. That's my preference, though. I like larger stuff. The 6S lineup's kind of like my sweet spot. But hey, you know, we're all different. That's why they make different size cars, different power ratings, and everything else. So you just take the info, good, bad, indifferent, whatever, make up your mind. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. The likes, the shares, the comments. Guys, the ones that use like my A-Main affiliate link, the Tower, Amazon, stuff like that. Thank you so much. It allows me to buy these cars and keep this content going. I'm retired from the military. That's all the money I get. I really don't make anything on YouTube, so I put more money in this channel than I ever make. So those of you that do that, thank you so much. Again, I appreciate you watching. Thanks. See you on that.